shocking events we're about to see in WWE. Be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell for daily wrestling videos and follow us on Facebook for exclusive lists. Also check out our new videos on Wrestlelamia XL. Number 10. WrestleMania goes global. Or could we be about to see WrestleMania take place outside of North America for the first time ever? Well, it's certainly looking that way. Since Nick Khan became involved with WWE, we have seen endless international PLEs. Under the old regime, WWE were frustratingly reluctant to produce international events, but thankfully that has all changed. The London mayor has expressed interest in bringing WWE's signature event to London, and Triple H has outright declared that he's interested in having a conversation with the mayor. Another country that looks like a big possibility is Saudi Arabia, as the country is interested in hosting either a Royal Rumble or even a WrestleMania. There are numerous factors that will inevitably determine which country outside of North America gets to host WrestleMania. And whilst it is indeed ultimately down to how much the country or city in question is willing to pay, it also depends on established sponsorships and fan interest. Number 9. The Rock dethrones Cody Rhodes. The original plans for WrestleMania 40 called for Roman Reigns to defend his undisputed title against The Rock. When the infamous angle which saw Cody Rhodes give up his WrestleMania spot went down, it received an insane amount of backlash, and WWE were forced to deliver a pivot. The pivot would see Reigns vs. The Rock get cancelled, and The Rock would embark on a heel turn that resulted in some of the best work of his iconic career. Since The Rock pinned Rhodes during Night 1 of WrestleMania 40, it is easy to see that WWE are going to book The Rock vs. Rhodes for the WWE title at some point. Rumors suggest either SummerSlam 2024 or WrestleMania 41 at this time and place for the matchup, and it may come as a huge surprise that there's a strong possibility that The Rock could actually win. It was reported following WrestleMania that one of the creative pitches for WrestleMania 40 was to see The Rock win the undisputed title. We also know that the original creative pitch was for The Rock vs. Reigns for the title, so if WWE are still planning on delivering The Rock vs. Reigns at some point down the road, then it wouldn't come as a huge surprise if WWE books The Rock to defeat the American Nightmare. Number 8. Stephanie McMahon returns to the creative team. It was a huge surprise when Stephanie McMahon returned to WWE during WrestleMania 40. Fans were under the impression that McMahon had formally retired from WWE, yet it looked like McMahon is back in the mix in some capacity. McMahon is beloved within WWE, and it was said to be a sad day in the locker room when she retired from the company. Whilst McMahon was often characterized on TV as being one of the worst people alive, this couldn't have been further from the truth, as talent both past and present have spoken extremely highly of her. Could it be possible that McMahon returns to the creative team? This is a role that McMahon has excelled at in the past, and it may be the most appropriate fit for her. Fans have been crying out to have a female input in the creative department, and having someone as tenured as McMahon in this role could be a major W for the company. Number 7. AJ Styles retires. During WrestleMania 40 weekend, the legendary AJ Styles revealed that time is winding down on his iconic career. This is expected as AJ has performed at such an elite level for decades now, and AJ can only go at such a high level for so long. It's unclear when exactly his deal is up, yet it's entirely possible that we are witnessing AJ's final ever run in wrestling. We've seen recently that AJ has spent a ton of time putting over other talent, and this was proven at WrestleMania 40 when he put over LA Knight. And who can forget AJ putting over Cody Rhodes in a 5-star classic at Backlash? If he does retire in the immediate future, then hopefully he takes on a backstage role, as it's not hyperbole to state that AJ is one of the greatest wrestlers ever, and he has so much wisdom to bestow on the next generation. Number 6. Michael Cole steps back. Michael Cole has been the definitive voice for WWE for so long now that a strong portion of the fanbase have grown up with Cole calling WWE matches. In his current role, Cole is delivering the finest work of his career. Without Vince McMahon ridiculing him in the ear, Cole is given the autonomy to call matches how he likes, and this has resulted in exceptional commentary from him. Whilst Cole is still delivering in every aspect of his job, the day is going to eventually come when Cole decides to either reduce his WWE appearances or simply decide to retire altogether. Hopefully this is still a long way away, yet Cole has clearly been preparing the audience for this, as he has a habit of calling Corey Graves his successor, which is obviously a tease that one day Graves will take on the role as lead announcer for WWE. Cole has even stated this publicly, and speaking to Awful Announcing in March of 2024, Cole stated, "Corey now has a Corey Graves voice. A lot of the issues we had were that we tried to develop commentators to be Michael Cole. Now we have a chance to develop Corey Graves. I truly honestly believe he's going to be the one to replace me. He's an incredible human being. He has a great opportunity." Number 5. Roman Reigns slows down. Since 2022, Roman Reigns has been on a limited part-time schedule in WWE. This has been met with extensive criticism as Reigns has been world champion for this entire time period, meaning that SmackDown has been without a regular world champion for those 2 years. Following his loss to Cody Rhodes at Wrestlemania 40, where does this leave Reigns now? Well, it's likely that his appearances are even less frequent. Now that Reigns isn't world champion, he doesn't necessarily have to be at every major premium live event, so it's likely that we'll only get to see Reigns a few times a year, in a manner that was similar to how The Undertaker was used during his final active years. Reigns has confirmed in a number of interviews that he has no plans to retire, yet Hollywood is eventually going to come calling for the Tribal Chief, and Reigns is eventually going to have to decide how he wants the next stage of his career to unfold. Number 4. Raw on Netflix equals boom period. A WWE will be moving over to Netflix in 2025, and this is going to change the way fans consume the WWE product. Netflix is one of the most popular streaming platforms across the world, and Raw being on the platform allows Netflix subscribers who have never seen the WWE product to experience the show for the very first time, without financially committing to anything new. If the WWE product continues to be celebrated by fans and critics, and the WWE continues to deliver sold-out shows each and every week, then the Netflix move is only going to enhance the WWE's business model, and we could be looking at another boom period. It's hard to predict just how WWE on Netflix is going to play out, yet making the product widely available to people in the US, as well as those fans in Europe, is a major step forward for the company, and the Renaissance era is just going to continue to be taken to new heights. Number 3. The product pushes boundaries. Since WWE transitioned into a PG product in the summer 2008, WWE have made a conscious effort to erase any bloodshed from their programming. This was to appeal to a broad range of sponsors, and this move has been ridiculed by many, as certain matches have certainly missed the element of blood. Nevertheless, during the road to WrestleMania 40, they delivered one of the most intense yet non-PG segments of all time. The Rock would brutalize Cody Rhodes, and he would make him bleed to an extremity like we'd never seen before in the PG era. The segment received rave reviews from everyone, and it was exactly what WWE needed to add some fuel to the fire of the WrestleMania build. They did confirm that they will remain a PG product, yet numerous reports have indicated that they will push the boundaries when they see fit. This will be a lot easier when they make the transition over to Netflix, as long as the sponsors and relevant networks are happy. Bloodshed and even cursing may be making a more permanent return to programming. Number 2. MJF joins WWE. MJF's contract situation dominated headlines in 2023 as he told the entire world that his AEW deal expires in 2024. Little to no confirmed information is known about his present situation, as some reports state that his AEW deal has already expired, while some reports indicate that he's still with AEW. The possibility of MJF in WWE is a very exciting one, especially in an era where WWE are pushing the boundaries of their content, so we may not have to worry about offending the wrong people. Additionally, Cody Rhodes, who is WWE's top star right now, is a real-life friend of MJF, and he may be able to influence the talented star to jump ship and become a WWE star. And number 1, John Cena retires. John Cena has been slowly winding down his career since 2017, and now Cena has confirmed during WrestleMania 40 weekend that the end is almost here. Cena, who is labeled by WWE as the greatest of all time, was WWE's top guy for over a decade, and the day Cena calls it a day will be a very sad day for fans past and present. During that weekend, Cena stated that he's busy for the rest of 2024, but after Christmas, he will be looking to return to WWE to have one final run in the company. The timing seems to suggest that the former WWE champion is hinting at having his final match at WrestleMania 41, and if this is indeed the case, it could be almost time to say goodbye to a legendary WWE name. Whilst it will indeed be sad to see Cena retire, he's always been involved in WWE in some capacity, so whilst next year could mark his last ever WWE match, it's likely that he still makes cameo appearances for special anniversary shows and of course WrestleMania. But there you have it folks, shocking events that we're about to see in WWE. Be sure to leave your comments down below, and I'll see you next time with some more wrestling content.